how much is budgeted for penalties? Because as I wrote about in one of my Financial Post pieces, the during the election campaign in the costing plan for the Liberals, they actually budgeted $3.5 billion of new penalties, which is really odd and frankly, I think immoral. And so I wanted to see if the budget, accounted for that. And I want to see what the new public debt charges, the estimated public debt charges would be, because those charges are really escalating. I did a podcast on, and I mentioned part of this yesterday when I recorded the podcast. And, the public debt charges right now are roughly about $60 billion, rounding up, per year. And they're projected to increase more because of increasing debt. And when you think about how big that is, a lot of people just don't grasp how big $60 billion is. And what I said in the podcast is, the government of Canada collects roughly $459 billion. $459.5 billion was the last reported numbers as of March 31st, 2024. And of that 459.5 billion, 217 billion was personal tax revenues. About 82 billion was corporate tax, and about 52 billion was GST. So think about that for a second. $52 billion the government collects in GST, but they're paying 60 billion in public debt charges. That's a problem, ladies and gentlemen. That's a real problem on an ongoing basis. And that 60 billion, rounding up again, is approaching how much we collect in corporate taxes of 82 billion. We're still a long ways away from personal tax, because in my view, we're overweight on personal tax revenues. In my view, it should be a lot more balanced and spread out. But all to say that I wanted to see how much money this government is projecting to spend, because it looks to be a tremendous amount of money.